Picture a world map spread out before you. It's more than just a chart of cities and countries, mountains and seas. It offers something deeper, your view of reality. How many options and paths open up when we look at the world from a bird's eye view? Have you ever considered how your position on this map might affect the way you perceive your life? Today, we will uncover a secret. The world map isn't just a travel guide, but a key to understanding your worldview. Want to know how geography influences your thoughts and beliefs? Watch this video until the end. You're in for an amazing journey that could reshape your understanding of the world. People have always been captivated by the world map. Its charm lies in its simplicity, yet it opens up endless possibilities and raises many questions. On the surface, you see national borders, bodies of water, mountains, roads, but much more is hidden beneath these lines and shapes. As we examine a map, we begin to perceive the world not only physically, but also spiritually. We see our place within this vast space and realize how that place shapes us. In ancient times, maps weren't just made for travel. They symbolized power and wisdom. Those who had the map held the world in their hands. Geography isn't just about the location of countries and cities. It profoundly shapes how we think, feel, and even make decisions. For instance, living in the mountains can foster resilience and a mindset of overcoming obstacles. Someone raised on a flat plain might develop broader and more calm thinking. How often do we consider that the landscape around us and our place on the world map shape our values and perspectives on life? Imagine a desert, a vast, boundless space with no visible limits. People who live in deserts often develop a unique sense of freedom and independence. They also learn patience because the harsh desert environment demands respect. The desert creates a particular life philosophy centered on survival and seeing what others might miss, realizing that beneath the sand lies the key to endurance. Now, think of mountainous regions. Life in the mountains instills a sense of strength and perseverance. Tall peaks always invite, but to reach them, one must go through challenges. People in mountainous areas often accept difficulties as part of their journey. They know that the path to success is a climb filled with obstacles, but each one overcome makes them stronger. Consider life on islands. Islanders develop a special bond with nature and the elements. The water that surrounds them becomes part of their essence. For them, the limits of the world are clear, the horizon beyond which lies the unknown. They learn to respect nature, understanding that it can be both a friend and a foe. The world map shows us that everything in life is interconnected. No matter where we are, every point on the map has its own meaning and energy. People living in different parts of the world view life differently, based on their geographical position. This diversity makes us unique and, at the same time, connects us. We all share the same planet, but each of us sees it in our own way. Look at the map of Europe. It seems small, yet within this compact space, there's an enormous diversity of cultures and histories. Europe is a continent where countries and cities are so close that people can easily travel and immerse themselves in different worlds. This creates in Europeans a sense of life's diversity, openness to new ideas, and readiness for change. Now take a look at the map of Russia. The sheer size is overwhelming. The vast distances create a sense of strength and immovability. Russians often think on a grand scale. Their inner world is vast and deep. This is a country where people are accustomed to great distances and endless horizons, and this reflects in their character, in their resilience, patience, and quiet confidence. America is another example of how geography shapes worldview. The USA is a country that spans a vast and diverse territory: mountains, deserts, oceans, and plains. This diversity gives Americans the belief that anything is possible. The freedom to choose and the abundance of opportunities are embedded in the very landscape of the nation. If we turn our attention to Africa, we find a continent wrapped in myth and mystery. Africa has long been viewed as a source of ancient wisdom and hidden power. Those living on this land often face nature's challenges, which gives them a deep respect for the earth and its resources. Africa's geography teaches us that life's greatest achievements are less about visible accomplishments and more about respecting and learning from one's surroundings. The geography of Asia, especially the East, has a profound influence on the mindset of its people. In Japan, for instance, the island nation has created a culture rooted in harmony with nature and discipline. China, with its vast rivers and mountains, has nurtured a philosophy of strength and wisdom. The geographical uniqueness of Asia fosters a deep respect for tradition and a drive for personal growth. South America is a continent filled with natural power and passion. The towering Andes, the Amazon rainforest, the wide plains. All these landscapes inspire a sense of freedom and a thirst for adventure. Many South Americans turn to nature for spiritual guidance, viewing it as a teacher and a source of inspiration. Looking at Australia, we see a continent with distinct natural conditions. Its island nature, isolated from other continents, has shaped a unique worldview in Australians. They take pride in their environment, striving to balance progress with ecological preservation. How often do we stop to think that the world map is more than just a picture of the planet, but a reflection of our own journey? Each line on the map represents an opportunity to see the world from a fresh perspective, to grasp its laws, and to carve out our own place in the bigger picture. The world is like a game board where each decision and every chosen path can transform the entire experience. Now look at the map of your hometown. Feels familiar and simple, but have you ever thought about how it shapes your thinking? Small streets, wide avenues, and neighborhood boundaries. All of these shape your perception of life. Living in a city, the map becomes part of our daily consciousness. We move through life based on familiar routes and limits. But what if we venture beyond the known? Traveling isn't just about physical movement, but also personal growth. Each new part of the world map you explore broadens your horizons, both in terms of knowledge and inner experience. Every journey is a lesson. Each new landscape is a chance to see the world through fresh eyes. And the map is a symbol of this expansion. History is filled with examples of how explorers, by discovering new lands, changed their view of the world. Maps from the past served as guides for exploration, but they also symbolized ambition and the desire to go beyond known boundaries. These maps were tools for understanding both the world and our place in it. Today, we can pick up a globe or look at a map and start a journey without ever leaving our homes. But the most important thing is how we perceive these boundaries and spaces. The map helps us realize that the world is vast and full of possibilities, and each of us has the power to chart our own path within it. If you want to learn more about how ancient artifacts like amulets and talismans can influence your life, be sure to subscribe to our channel and leave a like. If we hit 5,000 likes, I'll create a new video about the hidden power of amulets. You'll discover how ordinary objects can transform your life